There it goes. Normally this is where I'd end my stream for the day, but I gotta be honest, I want to keep going. I want to keep exploring. There's so much to do. Okay, so, you know, let's take a moment. Orbital probe cannon, launch module, tracking module, control module, construction yard. Don't know where the construction yard is though, but I do know that the Ash Twin Project does have a launcher in the other planet. To the eye? The eye is the whole game is about finding the eye. It's somewhere. What I might want to do is actually just go to Brittle Hollow. We haven't been there yet, and it has been a place that I've been thinking about going to for a while. We've been kind of lost, not lost, but we've been looping around doing some other things as well. Let's go to Brittle Hollow. Brittle Hollow, which is there. The Eye of the Storm. I don't think I need to go back to it immediately. We can, Dark Bramble we gotta figure out as well. Let's start here. Are those all satellites around Brittle Hollow? Those might all be satellites. Oh no, it's a freaking... Brittle Hollow, the planet is getting eaten by a black hole, which then appears at the other location. Brittle Hollow is getting rained on. I think we need to get here and do this quickly. Because the same rock came out of the white hole. Whatever, let's learn. Because if this is a mass teleportation system, that would explain why one of these rocks managed to make it all the way to the white hole. Beneath your feet lies the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you're preparing to make your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, descending the steps to the entrance below, your journey held within will help you on your journey. Sorry. The knowledge held within will help you on your journey. The trees are moving. The trees in this grove wander about freely, the entire planet, roots and all. This is not normal even for this alien planet. I've never seen them move. Is it even possible? If anyone else witnesses this disturbing behavior, I implore you record your observations. Plume is right, the trees do move. I confess I didn't notice until I read his notes. Alarmingly, it isn't only the trees. There's other matter in this area, such as that unusual shard of rock moving in the same way. The rock is unusual for another reason too. It possesses color and texture I've never seen on the planet. Rock's shard presence is significant. We should study it. Could it be what is causing other nearby objects to also move? Also, oh my god, it's so big. Tower shard. Yep. That seems like a good spot for it. I think I can make that jump. There we go. Plume, Felix, and I have determined this atypical shard of rock is the reason objects in this grove are behaving in a quantum manner. The only other object we've observed displaying this quantum behavior is the wandering moon. I imagine the moon's behavior and this groves are related. In our note from earlier, Felix mentions this strange type of rock isn't found elsewhere on Brittle Hollow. What if it wasn't originally from this planet? Quantum shard is from the wandering moon. Perhaps it's even a small piece of the moon. Quantum signals coming from the shard. Curiously, our friend the wandering moon sounds the same. I've also heard the same signal this shard produces calling out from the Giant's Deep, Timber Hearth, and the Hourglass Twins. So there are definitely going to be more. Fair. We do need to explore the surface of this planet at some point. But let's go down for now. Ooh, my... Yep. That is what I expected, honestly. The inner rocks are falling over time. They break apart, they fall down into the black hole, get sucked into the white hole. Entrance to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge below 90 meters. The Southern Observatory is south, 550. Elevator. Oh, crap. Hope I didn't need that. Oh, crap. Hope I didn't need that. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Oh, well. I fell. I guess that's why they give you this. No, not Dark Bramble. This thing. Brittle hollows, wait for it. Brittle and hollow. It is. Also, when you fall, you gotta do it again. Where's the entrance? Top side. Ugh. Now we are Major Tom, yeah. Bernadette said, I thought this planet was pretty frustrating. It might be frustrating if I keep falling into the holes. For now, though, you know, it's only happened once so far. All right. I can track it. You know what? Deep Space Radio we need to go to as well. Because there's going to be some satellites out there, probably. Whoa! Okay. Departure time, 367... 3608. Arrival time, 367, 3607. Return warp status charge. Step on a warp receiver platform to activate the return warp. The heck is this? The Hanging City, below 50 meters. I can't invert that, unfortunately. To our friends on Brittle Hollow, I just warped here from the White Hole Station on the other side of Brittle Hollow's black hole. Our design worked. We've successfully recreated warp travel. I don't know how close it is to Aona's original design, but as long as what we built works, I'm delighted. Wait, this can't be correct. Clary, have you seen these readings? If they were accurate, they would violate causality. There must be an equipment error somewhere. I'm returning to the White Hole Station. If you en route meet me there, we can run a full diagnostic and hopefully locate the problem. Don't tell Cassava. Uh-oh. This is wonderful news. I can't wait to see the warp tower, although it's been a long time since I've jumped through a black hole. Black and white hole travel. Hello? Well, if we find a, Jesus. If we find a tablet, we can bring it here and view the messages on it. I don't see one. No, I don't. Yeah, I know. I know fuel's a damn problem. Has anyone observed the phantom moon that sometimes greets us in the night sky? Your thoughts interest me. I compliment your eyes. How do you imagine it disappears? Hypothesis, could it be a shift in the light spectrum? Suppose this moon is too shy to show its face. I'm interested in your playful moon. Is it much like its violent friend, Hollow's lantern? This moon isn't volcanic. Sometimes it leaves its friend Hollow's lantern for nights at a time. The nights the moon circles this planet appear random. It seems to travel as it likes. Imagine if there were 2 volcanic moons. There'd be none of us left. There can exist too much lava. Test the null hypothesis. Hold on. That was it. That was the quantum moon. And since I looked away from it, you're back. We have to... That shadow of a moon that existed around... I can't get there, though. I've got to be orbiting. This I saw this previously. It was around Waterworld. Yeah, I think it's there right now, in fact. Okay. So, it orbits here regularly, so it's a good place to come back and look at it. But also... Ugh, we can find it in the other location. Dude, the ship's on the other side of the damn planet. It's located where you see it. Yep. There's a big tree there. And unfortunately, I do have to walk to the other side of the planet since I fell in. Hello? Well, that's one way to get in. Though not what I want to do. I want to, you know, land on something. I know. I'm walking. Escape pod 1. Distress beacon frequency. Escape pod 1 distress. Is that the escape pod? Is everyone unharmed? No one was badly injured from the escape pod's impact. We're incredibly fortunate. This is good news, at least. Have we heard from 2 or 3? No, I'm unable to make contact. My equipment can hear the other 2 distress signals. If it's any comfort, both pods must be structurally intact. I'll continue calling for them. My gratitude if we can. The moon! It's approaching again! Brace yourselves! The volcanic moon has returned! Be cautious of falling ash and debris. I believe the moon has passed. This planet doesn't appear eager to have guests. We are certainly unwelcome. We need to find shelter, and quickly. The volcanic moon won't be gone for long. I observed several promising sites below the surface, but we'll need to construct a way for everyone to climb safely down this cliff. Perhaps we could build platforms. Well, got just barely, hopefully enough fuel to get through this. No. What is this first? Emergency escape hatch. Just need to get up here. Start at the top. Begin flight log. Escape pod 1 vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated, awaiting departure. 3, 2, 1. Collision imminent, preparing for impact. Scanning external environment, scan complete. Minor structural instabilities detected. Pockets of breathable air. Adequate solar energy detected. Hospitable. So they crashed. Okay, I love that reveal. Watch your step. And here's the platforms they constructed. Great. Using oxygen as fuel. Fantastic. Not again! I just want to get to my ship. Well. I've got no fuel. I'm using my oxygen. Oh my god. Yeah, I know I'm out of freaking oxygen, okay? Luckily, this opens when I leave. I once watched someone brute force the entire game. It was torture, says Daffodil. This game? I wouldn't say I'm brute forcing it. I hope I'm not brute forcing it. I'm just playing it. Twitch of the Gamer says, it's enjoyable to watch someone play who actually understands how to use the various tools. I have 2 tools. I know what you mean though. Sometimes you watch, you know, someone on Twitch or YouTube and you're like yelling at them through the screen like, what are you doing? No, you idiot. I've had to be told a couple of things, like I didn't know there was a jetpack feature. But you know, once I was told there was a jetpack, now I'm getting it. Yeah, the problem is that the arrival time. Problem is that I don't have any fuel right now. Because my ship is on the other side of the damn planet. I guess we're gonna walk towards it. Well, we're not gonna go that way. Hey, I see my ship. Alright, if I go this way, I can get around. The game was prompting the jetpack as a center screen tooltip repeatedly. But it wasn't doing it before I learned about it, I don't think. People just don't see stuff. Maybe it was, and I was just ignoring it, which is also a possibility. But I think initially it didn't say it because I wasn't like at one of those appropriate moments of tutorialization. Walking on the surface is a choice. What the hell else am I supposed to do? I have no fuel, no ship. I guess I could just run out of oxygen and then start the loop all over again, which I guess is a possibility. But if I can get a little bit more work done ahead of time, why not? What the hell was that? Okay. The ship is 18 kilo. The ship fell into the black hole. There it is. So about that ship, we can make it We can make it. I think it's on the surface of, this is the freaking planetoid. Yep. The whole thing got sucked through. I landed on the top of this damn tower. We're not gonna make it though. Nope, we're out. Fair. We tried. We were close. That's great. Well, let's finish exploring that tower before it falls into the black hole, shall we? We're off. This game is really fun. I am very much enjoying myself. Okay. Grab the spacesuit. Launch up. That is Outer Wilds in a nutshell. I dig it. Where is our planet of choice? Not that one. That one? No, it's the Ash Twin. Wait, is that Ghost Moon? That's Ghost Moon. Okay, let's go to Ghost Moon. Since we do have it locked in right now, and we're looking right at it. Come here, Ghost Moon. We'll go to Brittle Hollow in a second. Yeah, don't lose sight of the planet. All right. I don't want to look at the landing gear either. I just want to, like... It's like pushing me away very slightly. I think I just went through it. I think I must have just went right through it. Well, that's okay. Timber, Brittle Hollow. I guess, because I noticed that previously I went through it, but maybe I should have scanned it. I don't think I scanned it properly. I should scan it. Next time we're here, we'll scan it. There's an observatory on that side of the planet. I'm going way too fast. No, we're okay. Safe landing. All right, let's not fall this time around, shall we? Yeah, next time we're here, I will do a better job of scanning that. I did not do. Okay, so I could go down there. You know what? Let's go down here. Are you just sending me into the black hole? No. There's a platform. Be welcomed. In this place above you stands the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you are making your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, ascend these stairs and obtain the last of the knowledge you need for the journey. The crossroads, east 190 meters. There is a lot of these circles. I've seen these in many different places. Aha! Leaving and coming back. Gotcha. Ascend. So these walkways you can walk on up to a certain point. We can't ascend because it's broken. But there is this. We're here early enough that this stuff has not fallen yet. We can walk along all of this stuff. Careful, careful, careful. Unidentified signal. What the? Hello? Rebec! Oh, you launched? That's great. Great job, you. I guess that means you've been here for a while, huh? This is Brittle Hollow, but you probably knew that. Lots of history here. What are you doing here? I'm here to see the Hanging City. It's always been a dream of mine to see it with my own 4 eyes ever since I was a hatchling. An alien race lived in the solar system long before our species even existed. How could I not want to see what their civilization was like? Only, probably heard the others say it, I'm afraid of space. Seriously, I'm more surprised than anybody that I'm out here. Do you want to know how I even got this far? I fell, tripped over a gravity crystal. It's dumb luck I landed somewhere my little scout says is halfway stable instead of being sucked into what's below. I've been gauging the stability of the ground using my scout, and this seems to be the place with the best surface integrity, so I'm just using it to stay here until I'm ready to move on. That's enough about me. You didn't come all this way to listen. I learned something. Oh, cool. I found the Nomai escape pod. So the Nomai probably came here from somewhere outside the solar system, and they must have been in trouble when they launched their escape pod, but what kind of trouble, and where did the escape pod launch? That's an amazing discovery! Where shouldn't you explore? Not the black hole, that's very no. The most exciting stuff is all below the crust, including the Hanging City that's just to the north. You can kind of see it from here. This dome on the south. You can't get inside from the surface, but if it's like the rest of the structures, there's probably a path beneath the crust. What are you doing out here? I'm an archaeologist, or the archaeologist, seeing as I'm all that Timber Hearth's got right now. Brittle Hollow is rich with Nomai history. That's why I'm here. This planet is an absolute treasure trove of culture, history, and science. If you have any questions, ask me. See you later. Cool. Thank you for the fuel, my dude. All right, we got his signal. Already done escape pod 1. Tower shards over there, which is fine. Cool. Now if we go here, we can kind of walk on the walls. Why? I'm not certain, but maybe we'll figure it out if we just keep walking. Gravity cannon, east 400 meters. Is it gravity cannon here? This place is already falling apart. Huh, well, that was deeply unpleasant. I made it this far, though. Guess that's the part to focus on, and not how I'll eventually have to get back up. But wow, this place sure is something. Looks like the Hanging City is north, and east is a gravity cannon. I definitely want to see that. And another thing, I'm detecting oxygen from somewhere below, which is good since I used up my supply screaming. As soon as I stop dry heaving, I'm going to head farther down so I can refill my tank. Hanging structure... something, gravity cannon to the east, that's, okay, so north, east, west, south, gotcha. The Hanging City, north, 250 meters. I think this just goes back up to the surface. Gravity Crystal Workshop. It would be good to see that workshop. Go there and take a look at what's going on. Oh God, I'm sorry. Okay, these are the gravity crystals. That is going to be ghosty. There's gonna be something to do with ghosties at some point. The journey here from the South Pole has been, I'm going to go with harrowing because of the meteors, but hey, at least I made it here uncusted, not on fire. Let's see, I poked around a little and there's some sort of nomai path that starts across from my campsite inside the ruined building with trees growing out of it. Doesn't look like anything horrible, just stairs. I can handle stairs. So we're going through this backwards, but that's okay because I still want to explore everything that's around. And I think, yeah, this is maybe like the western part of the planet. Okay. So the observatory we can't get inside of. We need to go down to get in. Oh, crap, how do I get down? In. Gravity crystals. I'm also looking for like messages and stuff. All right. And we're gonna go this way, which is north. Cool looking place. It's a cool planet. School District, Meltwater, Eye Shrine, Black Hole Forge District. Okay. You can walk up and down the platforms from here. That's a teleport pad. It's like a giant city. Black Hole Forge controls. Let's explore first. That seems important. The Ash Twin project requires a powerful, highly advanced warp core. How would we obtain it? How would we obtain the Ash Twin power core? Or warp core, rather. Now, for the probe launcher or for something else? For the locked-in whatever is in the prison. We could craft a new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core, which is the shuttle, or the ship that crashed. I would very much like to craft such a powerful core. More relevantly, I believe the Black Hole Forge crew and I could create the basic design. Abandoning the vessel's warp core and its casing means losing knowledge. That is true, however, it's knowledge we have little hope of recovering. It would be best to relearn, I think. Is the safest path for our clan? Safest path the best one? Our goal is worth the risk? Is it though? We've tried for so long to find something that I and others now believe might be impossible to find. If the search for the eye is a futile one, we should choose the option with the least potential for harm. The greatest challenge here, I think, is we don't have the design for such a powerful core or any of the original crafters of the vessel's core. No, but Poke was apprenticed to Anona, who created the original design, and our Black Hole Forge is adept at crafting simpler cores. I believe I can be of use here. The vessel's warp core was created before my time, but Anona explained many of its designs to me. So they're trying to make their own. Probably didn't go as well as they would like, considering that they ripped a hole in the planet. Oh my god, this place is gonna take so long to explore. Not that that's a bad thing, but we're probably gonna have to come back. We could retrieve the warp core from the vessel. Vessel's warp core is broken. At best, recall those present when the vessel crashed said it sustained lethal injuries. There's no guaranteed reward for the risk. Perhaps we could repair it. My grandmother told me there was little time to assess the nature or extent of the damage. So require return to Dark Bramble. Plume, my father, said many good Nomai perished there. My mentor, Coleus, and his old mentor once discovered and studied an anglerfish fossil on Ember Twin. Using that knowledge, we could avoid the anglerfish entirely. So in order to do Dark Bramble, we need to do Ember Twin, which is the one that has the gravity cannon, or not the, well, I don't know if it's a gravity cannon, the probe cannon. I remember that anglerfish fossil we used to play in Fossilfish Cave. What Malor and I learned from that fossil would theoretically help us evade the anglerfish, but our hypothesis was never tested on a live specimen. Even if it is no longer functioning, the old core could be a valuable blueprint, provided we're able to transport it back here. Okay. Hints, 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 hints everywhere. Feels strange trying to recreate Anona's warp core without him. At times, it still feels strange to no longer be his very young apprentice, and for the Black Hole Forge to be in my care and not his. Hypothesis, this will always feel strange, even though my time with him was short. I miss my old mentor deeply. To have the chance to try is thrilling, but I don't want to disappoint everyone. I think I can do this probably, but what if excitement has clouded my assessment of my own abilities? Was I wrong in volunteering to build it? I was born in this star system and never saw Anona's warp core with my own 3 eyes. I only know what he's taught me. What if I've bitten off a larger portion than I can consume? Still, all I can give is my best. And as Anona would say, should my best prove insufficient, then we will find another way to achieve what's needed. I have Clary and Root in the Forge, and I have my clan. I am not alone. I'm realizing now that if I move the mouse, time keeps playing, because it's slowed or stalled when I'm reading messages. Yeah, this feels very much like a place that we're gonna have to come back to because it's just so big. Well, I would jump in the water hole, but it's probably just going to go into a black hole, so... Be careful. Aha. I think this is very important for me to understand exactly where this is. I believe this is roughly where you teleport to when you fall through the black hole and use the teleporter on the other side of the planet. We read this one. Yes, so that's there. So head towards the tower. It's just to the right. We can get in from here. Yeah, back door achieved. This exploring is not going to run out anytime soon, says Connie. Good, good. Head on down. Don't know how much longer this is going to work for. Still have... The ship is still there, so theoretically we're okay for the time being. Alright, so that's the forge controls. There's still a lot of stuff happening up there, and a lot of stuff happening down here. School district, 1 star. This goes to the Meltwater district. We are currently in Meltwater. Eye Shrine is above us. Black Hole Forge district is way above us. Let's go up. Sun was looking a bit reddish. Oh, the ship is 14 kilometers away, so I think we're pretty much out of time here. Something tells me, time! Maybe slipping into the future. Oh god, don't fall into the black hole. I'm really just kind of taking a quick look around. Perfect. I imagine I've been hard on Poke again. This in turn means I've made things difficult for her sister, Clary. If Poke and I are oil and water, Clary is our emulsifier. She certainly makes us a better team than would mixing through shaking, although sometimes I would like to shake Poke. Jokes aside, suppose my own fear of never finding the eye prompted my argument with Poke. That would be immature of me. I should apologize, at least to Clary, who could then tell Poke. This place is a little confusing. What is the eye of the universe? The eye is older than this universe, so imagine how much it could teach us. Perhaps it is a cosmic library. Suppose the eye is a more advanced being. The eye is the source of the signal that brought us here. How can the eye be older than the universe itself? Suppose it is a relic from a previous universe. The early universe was unimaginably hot and dense. If anything existed before, it would have been destroyed. Suppose the universe is older than previously assumed. What is the eye's signal? Suppose the eye wishes to communicate. The signal is the eye's voice. It speaks a language we don't know yet. Or maybe the signal is the eye's attempt at expressing itself. The signal is a call. We're we the intended audience. From the signal, we were able to determine the eye's approximate age, or perhaps its lack of age. Be welcomed in this place. The shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to this star system, the signal from the eye. We observed the eye's signal in our travels and followed it here to find its source. What we know is this: the source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than this universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. Enter, huh? Well, can't actually enter because it's blocked off, unfortunately. I no longer believe, as I did as a child on Ember Twin, that the eye of the universe, the source of the signal, wishes to harm us, but it may not want to be found either. In fact, the eye may not have wishes at all. We have no evidence supporting this. The terrible circumstances of our arrival here were almost certainly exactly that circumstance. I suspect imagining we are special to the eye in some way is wishful thinking. The eye might have called out to any sentient species. Or it might not have been calling out at all, and that my ancestors heard the eye signal holds no great, deep meaning. This wouldn't be so bad, I think. Surface integrity, 99% on the door. I guess, yeah, I haven't really been messing with that. It's like, this place is not going to explode and get sucked down in a, into the black hole, I guess. I think we've explored. Well, the ship has definitely moved, so... That's all upside down, too. Methinks the sun is exploding soon. So we need to get in there into the Eye Shrine, presumably at some point. Unless that's the Eye Shrine right there. Enter, huh? Well, I don't know how to enter the Eye Shrine, because it's just a big wall. Game's not pausing, so now I know. Alright, well there's still a couple of layers to this area that we need to explore. There's all the way down there, and there's another layer above us that's upside down. It has a teleporter on it, it looks like. So we've been over there. It does kind of suck not being able to, like, complete my exploration, admittedly. Hello. Ah! You know, we're just getting yeeted out and we have to restart it. I don't know why the ship is 29 kilometers away now. Got sucked into the black hole. Would have loved to have continued on, but rip us. Oh, I should have just kept scanning. Come on, keep scanning!